It was Monday evening, and I had a very important meeting regarding my current business with my colleagues. I ordered an Uber so that I could reach there on time, but who knew that it was going to be the most disturbing nightmare of my life. The Uber came a little early, and it gave me a very horrific feeling. I asked about the name of the driver to confirm that he was not the wrong driver, but he didn't utter a single word. At first, I thought that I should not sit with him, but I was getting late and I continued somehow. In the beginning, everything was normal, but with the passage of time, it seemed to become a little odd. I tried to talk to the driver to ask something about him, but instead of saying anything, he uttered some words in a very demonic voice. It took my breath out of my chest. After a mile away, he stopped the car and took another passenger. It was a weird-looking man who sat behind me. He also didn't say anything for a long time. Finally, he spoke and asked my name. I told him my name and started to talk to him. While we were talking, we took a pause, and when I turned towards him, he was not there. My body started shivering, as how it was even possible he disappeared from the moving car. I asked the driver. He looked at me with a deadly stare and said, "There was no one in the car. Who are you talking about?" I was stunned by him. I was in a constant state of shock after the recent incident. I closed my eyes and tried to forget what happened. After the recent breathtaking incident, I was praying that I should reach home safely. I was already disturbed, and there were questions arising in my mind about where that person disappeared. While I was struggling with my thoughts, the atmosphere of the car started to become suffocating. It was to such an extent that I was almost unable to breathe. But the driver was totally normal. That made me realize that something was wrong. I asked the driver to open the car windows so that fresh air could come inside, but he didn't respond to me. I opened the car window, but still the environment was suffocating, as if some dark forces were surrounding us. Suddenly the car stopped, and there was smoke coming out of the engine. We both got out of the car. The driver started to examine the car, and I was standing in the middle of the forest figuring out, would I reach home safely? While I was engulfed by my thoughts, I saw that the driver was not there. I looked inside the car, and still no one was there. The trunk of the car was slightly open, so I opened it completely, and what I saw, earth slipped beneath my foot. I saw the dead body of the driver in the trunk. It seemed that the driver was killed, and the dead body was almost a week old. Then who was driving the car? My mind was about to burst. I was shivering in the middle of nowhere, with no idea what to do. Luckily, I saw a truck coming in my direction. I rushed towards it to borrow some help. I sat in the truck, and the truck dropped me home safely. But the disturbing incidents I witnessed altered my mental health to a considerable extent, and I was not the same person now.